What's up, y'all? This is your boy Mike. I'm gonna show you how you can instantly get better looking footage from your camera. Now, I'm about to go get some coffee. This year, every bag of beans that I buy is gonna be a different bag. So no bag is gonna be the same. I'm gonna see how many bags of coffee do I actually drink in 1 year. So I'm gonna go and get some coffee and I'm gonna film around and show you how you can make an ordinary day like getting coffee awesome. And I'm gonna share with you 5 tips. 5 film techniques, alright? Alright, here we go. Yo, alright, so I'm coming to this coffee shop called The Cabinet here in downtown Long Beach. Kind of bummed because, well, not bummed, I like the coffee shop, but they didn't have beans there for me to buy, so I just ordered myself a cappuccino, and the cappuccino was amazing. But now I need to go buy a bag of beans because that's what I actually came here for. So anyway, but the first tip that I'm going to tell you is camera placement. Okay, camera placement is important. Now, what do I mean by camera placement? To actually make your footage look better, try to not put your camera where your eye is at or where it's comfortable for your hands to be. So when you're holding the camera in your hand, so like say like this, when I'm holding this camera, if I'm just holding it like this, it's gonna be an average shot. You don't want to stay eye level and you don't want to just aim it down, because sometimes you want to kind of go low like this and go from a low angle, or you can kind of creep down, so you actually have to bend your body, get lower angles, or look straight up, or look straight down. Avoid the easy shots by just holding the camera where your eye is or where it's comfortable. Think about and look for different angles of where you can put the camera. That will give you a shot that's different than everyone else's. Everyone has a camera, everyone has an iPhone, and they're holding it right in front of them, and they're just getting the shot. Don't do the same thing that everyone else is doing, and actually get shots that are different and unique, and that's gonna make your footage stand out. Got it? All right, second tip. This is gonna help you out a lot, is to actually create depth in your shot. What do I mean by depth? You wanna have things in the foreground and in the background and midground, all right? You don't wanna just shoot flat against a wall and make it two-dimensional. If everything looks flat, it's not engaging enough. Try and create depth by shooting through things, maybe through a window, through a wall, through a frame, just put something in the foreground to make your shot look more interesting. When you add depth to your shot, it points the viewer to where you want them to look at. Maybe this is the only thing that I want you to see, or this is giving you some type of context to what the shot is gonna look like, so that's why I'm adding this particular thing in the foreground. But regardless of it, try and add depth to your shot instead of just keeping it very flat against a wall or very two-dimensional. Those are 2 tips. I'm gonna tell you 3 more, but first I need to actually get my coffee, otherwise I'm gonna go crazy. So let's go get coffee. All right, so I just got some beans from Commodity. They have, it's called Black and White Roasters, or Black White Roasters. I'm gonna try these bad boys out, okay? This is a new one, I've never had it before, so I'll let you know how it goes. But anyway, the coffee shop just closed. I'm gonna head home, make coffee. I'm gonna show you more tips, all right? Okay, next tip is if you're filming outdoors, shoot into shadow or shoot into shade. Of course, if you're outdoors and you don't have an ND filter, everything's gonna be overexposed. And to fix the overexposure, you either need to bring up your f-stop to about like 16 or 22 just to have an exposed image. You want to try and keep all the detail in. So if you want to keep your fast f-stop, you need to bring an ND filter to apply it on your lens. And even then, if you're shooting into bright walls and the sun is hitting buildings and hitting textures outside, all that background is going to be overexposed and blown out. Turn the camera the other way and shoot into shade. So wherever there's shade, shadows, or darker areas, shoot in that direction so the image looks better. All right, and the 4th tip is to do backlighting. You want to do what's called far side key. And just to make it super simplified, your key light is your pretty much your main light, bring out the face or the subject. What you would want to do is have light behind the subject, coming off from back here or from the side, and it's lighting one side of the face and maybe wrapping around to the front, and the side that's closest to the camera right here should be in shadow. But you want to kind of just backlight a lot of things. That's automatically going to give you a better image. Whereas if you brought the camera around on the same side where the light is at, it's just gonna look flat and there's no dimension to your subject. It's all about where you're gonna put the camera and where the light is, and then where your shadow's gonna fall at. That's the 4th tip. All right, the 5th tip that I have for you guys is to try and tell a story in your frame. Now, not every frame needs to tell a story, but if you can find a way to introduce things into the frame to help better tell the story, the footage is gonna look awesome. So what can you introduce in your frame to help move the story along? All right, that's it guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you liked it, make sure you thumbs up the video. If you have any other techniques to help get better footage, write it in there as well. Hope you like this video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.